Makhmudov, he looks the whole part. You would think like this guy's gonna walk through walls. You hit him, he goes away a lot. Like, if you don't have to hit him that much or that hard, you know. So I mean, it's a solid return fight. It gains a lot of curiosity, like you said. Makhmudov looks the.
Eddie Hearn shocked the boxing world with his strong opinion about the heavyweight division. He said Tyson Fury should easily beat Arslanbek Makhmudov when Fury returns to the ring.
Brilliant, great to have Fury back. Fantastic, decent fight. You know, I think he beats Makhmudov, but I think Makhmudov's he's a great fighter, and I know he'll be coming for the upset. So, like I said,
the Gypsy King is finally coming back to the ring after being retired all through 2025. After losing twice to Alexander Usyk in 2024, Fury left boxing in January last year. But fans around the world expected him to return, and now it's official. He will fight Russian power puncher Arslanbek Makhmudov on April 11th in the United Kingdom. The fight will stream live on Netflix, letting fans everywhere watch this big test for the aging heavyweight star.
Tyson Fury on his best day should beat Makhmudov on his best day, but that's not how sport works, is it? You know, he only needs to be not quite at the races, and Makhmudov could be a little bit of a tricky opponent, but he should be able to certainly have the hand speed, the foot speed, should have the boxing IQ. The question will be the time out of the ring and where Tyson Fury is at in terms of his career. He has been down and he has been hurt before. He can't afford to get complacent against Makhmudov, because if he does, this comeback could be over, you know, in the flick of a switch, and he could find himself, you know, right down the bottom of the pile. But a peak Tyson Fury and an on-form Tyson Fury, this is a safe match, but it is interesting.
Hearn said he is truly excited to see Fury back in the ring and called it great news for boxing. He explained that Fury should win the fight, but Makhmudov is a real danger and should not be taken lightly. The Russian fighter has strong knockout power and is coming to win a huge upset. Hearn warned that if Fury does not fight at his best, the match could turn into a very close and tough battle.
I think Fury's the favourite, of course, and maybe he beats him, but Makhmudov can whack. And if Fury's not quite at the races, good fight.
The upcoming opponent, known as the Lion, is 6 feet 5 inches tall and comes from Mozdok, Russia. His last fight was against tough British heavyweight Dave Allen, where Makhmudov won by unanimous decision. In that match, Allen showed great toughness and pushed the Russian fighter much harder than many people expected. Makhmudov won by using his strong jab again and again, showing his power and control in the ring. However, his record also includes a stoppage loss to Ajit Kabayel, which has made some fans question how strong his chin really is. Dave Allen has also shared his thoughts about the Fury vs. Makhmudov fight based on his own experience. He admitted that he felt real fear before facing Makhmudov, saying it was like stepping in the ring with someone truly frightening. Even so, Allen said he was in good shape and believed his toughness would stop him from getting knocked out. He added that Makhmudov is a skilled boxer with real talent, but he also feels the Russian fighter may no longer be in his absolute prime.
Just quick, what was your initial reaction to the news that Tyson was coming back?
Well, I think we knew he'd be back. Probably the only man that's retired more than me. The Makhmudov fight wasn't a surprise. I'm really happy for Arslanbek as well. He's a really nice guy. A lot of people ask me, are you disappointed that you didn't win and get the Fury fight? But I didn't win. So, you know, he deserved this opportunity. Overall, it's good for the sport. It brings a lot of eyes to it. It's on Netflix. It's going to be a big event. The biggest factor for me is not really Makhmudov. The biggest factor is the timeout. The biggest factor is Tyson is now nearing 40 years of age. And at nearly 40, being inactive, things can go wrong overnight. You know, the Usyk fights were hard. So what has Tyson got left? And Makhmudov, on paper, is a pretty good return match. But at Tyson's age, with that inactivity, you never really know. So there is question marks there.
Fury's age is an important factor in his comeback and cannot be ignored. He turns 38 this year and has been through many hard and exhausting fights during his long career. Being away from the ring for so long brings Real worries about ring rust and whether he can still show the skill and sharpness that once made him one of the most feared heavyweights in boxing. Fans are also wondering if his best days are behind him or if he still has something special left. At the same time, Fury has returned from long breaks before and looked amazing, especially when he beat Deontay Wilder in 2 out of their 3 famous fights. Reports say that during his time away, Fury stayed in good shape and kept training, which means the break may have helped his body recover instead of slowing him down. This comeback fight is an important test to see how much power, speed, and confidence he still has before he possibly goes after world titles again later in 2026.
I think this is a decent fight. I think a 60% Tyson Fury will dance rings around this fella.
Tyson is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, and he will take on Arslanbek Makhmudov. Are you excited at the prospect of it, Simon?
I think this is a decent fight. I think a 60% Tyson Fury will dance rings around this fella, but I think it's a reasonable tune-up fight for something that may be more meaningful. Whether it's Anthony Joshua, I have my reservations because of the travails and challenges that Paul Anthony's had to experience in his life recently. But Tyson Fury being back creates noise, creates temperature.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't think he was going away anyway, and so there's no surprises back. And this fella, that we all wrote off, Makhmudov, he was a beast until Ajit Kabiel chopped him down to size. His reputation got slightly damaged as a result of it, lost another fight, won a fight, and then went in against Dave Allen and did a number on Dave Allen. So it's a decent fight, but Tyson Fury, if he's anything vaguely resembling the Tyson Fury that we know, will deal with him comprehensively.
Another exciting heavyweight fight is coming as Derek Chisora gets ready for his 50th professional match against Deontay Wilder. Many fans did not expect this fight, because people thought Chisora would end his long career with a third fight against Dillian Whyte. Instead, the tough London fighter has landed what many believe is an even bigger and more meaningful final fight, taking on the former longtime WBC champion Wilder. Deontay Wilder, also known as the Bronze Bomber, is no longer at his best and has clearly declined from his strongest years. This drop became clear after he suffered 2 brutal knockout losses in his 3 fights against Tyson Fury. His problems continued with a stoppage loss to Zhilei Zhang and a points loss to Joseph Parker. In all of 2025, Wilder fought only once, knocking out low-ranked Terrell Herndon in June. That win did not convince many fans that Wilder can still compete with the very best fighters.
Let's fucking go!
Son,
Let's go. Let's chill.
I hope you're ready.
Oh, man. If I ain't ready, then I'm gonna get ready.
I hope you are ready.
It's gonna be crazy. They buzzing, too. They buzzing.
Yeah, so smoke time. Get ready, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, I'm gonna just let you know. I love you, bro, but this is gonna be the last phone call that we next time I see you, it'll be the press conference, and then after that, we'll be in the ring, baby. We gotta cut off.
I'm telling you, man, this is the last phone call for me too, bro. And I just phoned you to tell you, bro, good luck. And may God
so
bless
much,
both
likewise,
of us.
brother.
Yeah?
I love you so much, man, and let's make it happen.
God bless, bro.
Yeah,
See you soon.
Amen.
Bye.
Blessings.
Bye.
Former world champion Barry Jones shared a detailed breakdown of the Chisora vs. Wilder fight and believes Chisora will win. He explained that the Wilder we see today no longer has the same scary presence that once made him one of the most feared punchers in boxing. Jones said Wilder still has huge power and Chisora is easy to hit at times, but Chisora moves his head more than people think and can fight hard for long periods. He added that Chisora is one of the best in the division at turning fights into rough, tiring battles. Jones also talked about how the fight could be decided mentally. He said Wilder is not a very big heavyweight, and having Chisora leaning on him, pushing him back every round and constantly moving forward could wear him down. Jones believes Chisora is better at this kind of grinding fight than anyone else right now. He questioned whether Wilder is still mentally strong enough, saying Wilder may break unless we see the fast, sharp version from years ago, which has not appeared in a long time. Former super welterweight champion Sergio Mora also gave his opinion on the DAZN show. He said he likes this matchup and feels it makes much more sense than putting Wilder in with Usyk right now. Mora explained that Wilder should be fighting opponents at his current level, meaning fighters who have already lost or been knocked out before. Chisora fits that description well, even though he is coming into the fight on a 3-fight winning streak. Mora added that Chisora is still a big name in boxing, just not someone fighting at the very top level anymore.
What do you think of Wilder versus Chisora?
I love that fight. It makes more sense than Wilder and Usyk. I think we had a topic saying that Usyk was going to fight Wilder. I'm like, for what? I go, he should be fighting someone that's already on his side, where he's lost or he already's been knocked out, that has a name but is not at the top level. And Derek Chisora fits all those boxes, even though he is on a 3-fight win streak. Chisora has fought all the big names, have come up short, similar to Wilder. Wilder has that puncher's chance. Chisora has the experience, and I think is probably the better boxer, the better natural fighter is Chisora. Wilder's just a freak of nature with the power and the size and length and everything else. I love that fight, and I actually would favor Chisora to do something great in that fight. Yeah, man. Not only because of the momentum, but the style. He's a better fighter than Wilder. Wilder is not polished. Wilder has came a long way with just raw power and size.
Eddie Hearn agreed with those picking Chisora to win when he spoke about the fight on TV. He said Chisora is a true British boxing hero and an icon who has earned a lot of respect over many years in the sport. Hearn admitted that Wilder is still a big name and can bring excitement to a fight, but he also believes the American fighter is no longer at the level he once was. Looking at where both men are in their careers right now, Hearn feels the fight suits Chisora very well. Because of Wilder's decline and Chisora's experience and toughness, Hearn predicts that Del Boy will come out on top in this matchup.
What do you make of Chisora Wilder?
He's all right. Like, you know, I mean, obviously, look, Del is what Del is. He's a British boxing, what do you want to call him? Hero? Icon? You know. Wilder is way past his best, but always a name and always exciting. And I think Chisora wins. So I think it's a good fight for Del. Yeah.
Tyson Fury has also shared his own thoughts about this fight between two boxers he knows very well. During his career, Fury fought both men 3 times. He beat Derek Chisora in all 3 of their fights, and against Deontay Wilder he earned 2 wins and 1 draw. Because of this experience, Fury understands their strengths and weaknesses better than most people. On social media, Fury said he believes Chisora will win the fight by stoppage. He backed his fellow British fighter to pull off a big surprise and shock the boxing world with the result.
So I've just seen that Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. You know, I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy, Chisora, for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek! Come on! It's coming home. And there should be a belt on the line too. So one of you sanctioning bodies, you got 2 legendary fighters here. A champion, world champion with 10 title defences from the USA, and an absolute warlord from the United Kingdom who's fought everybody, never ducked anybody, and would have been a good heavyweight in any era, Derek Chisora. Let's go! Let's go! Put a belt on the line, boys. Come on! 50, 50, fight, 50.
Eddie Hearn shared more about what Usyk is thinking after their talks in Saudi Arabia. Hearn said Usyk is determined to fight all the top heavyweights of his generation. He named 3 fighters as the biggest stars of today: Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. Usyk has already beaten Joshua and Fury twice, showing he is clearly better than those British fighters. Now he sees Wilder as the last challenge he needs to prove he is a true champion of his generation. While Hearn said Daniel Dubois deserves respect for what he has done, Usyk's main goal is still to beat Wilder and complete this trio of top heavyweights.
It's on potentially Usyk fighting Wilder. Wilder's a lucky boy if he gets that, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. Like Usyk, do you know, I was with Usyk in Saudi and I said to him, Deontay Wilder, yeah? And he was like, yes. I said, that's interesting. Like, and he made a point. He said, I want to fight all the people from my sort of generation. He said, and the 3 people who were the key fighters of my era, and I know there's some youngsters coming through, but, you know, is AJ, Fury, and Wilder. These are the 2 biggest names. And you have to give an honourable mention to Daniel Dubois, by the way, because, you know, but he's beat him twice, right? So he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten AJ twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. And I think he's thinking, I think Wilder on my resume would be nice. Wilder's a big draw, you know, he's still, but for me, he's well past his best. And I don't see it as an overly competitive fight. But as always, in this crazy business we work in, if someone's ready to pay for it, it will happen. And you know, it might be one of those fights where at the moment when people are talking about it, me included, might go, But then when you see it on the poster, you go, wow, you know, what if? But, you know, for me, Usyk's a phenomenon. You know, I mean, I saw him in Saudi, looks fantastic. He's a specimen. And you know, mentally, he's so strong. you know. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what's next for Usyk. What did he say? He's got 2 or 3 fights left. Great, more good news for boxing.
Many people are worried about Wilder's physical condition. Former cruiserweight champion Johnny Nelson asked if the once scary knockout puncher is losing his strength. Nelson said Wilder's punches don't have the same snap, he seems easier to hit, and heavyweights often weaken quickly as they get older. Wilder's recent fights back up these concerns with several knockout losses and only 1 win in his last 5 matches.
As a heavyweight, if you can't, all of a sudden you go downhill rapidly. And he just looked frail. There was no snap in his shots in anything. When he got hit,
that is a direct result?
Yeah, it could be. And when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
40 years old.
Yeah, but
Lennox Lewis, the last undisputed heavyweight champion before Usyk, shared his thoughts on a possible fight between Usyk and Wilder. From his own experience unifying the division against Evander Holyfield in the late 90s, Lewis thinks the fight would clearly favor Usyk. He believes the Ukrainian is more complete and technically better, and would likely dominate if they fought. Lewis said the matchup would be skill and control versus raw power. He thinks Usyk's superior technique and ring smarts give him a big advantage, while Wilder, though still dangerous, is past his best and can't threaten opponents like he used to.
I think Usyk is way too great to lose that fight. I think it's going to be an easy fight for Usyk. I think both of them fighting, you know, everybody wants to see that fight. I think Usyk has it hands down.
The heavyweight division is at an exciting point with several big stories coming together. Fury's return against Makhmudov will show if he still has top-level skill or if age has slowed him down too much. The Chisora vs. Wilder fight promises excitement as 2 older fighters chase one last big victory. At the same time, Usyk is building his legacy, looking for the right opponent to prove he belongs among the all-time greats. April 2026 is shaping up to be huge, with these fights likely to change the division and show which veteran stars still matter in boxing's most famous weight class.